about building stronger reinforcements for people who've got that. Some of it's education, some of it's compensation. When you have a cow and lions come in and eat your cows.
It's a wide range program.
You know, we're not going to solve the problems of Africa with one single thing. It's going to be a menu of solutions. But there are big problems. There are huge problems in Africa. I mean, we're still losing a lion. Actually, we're losing 5 lions a day. And right across Africa, we're losing a rhino every 10 hours. And we're losing 5 elephants an hour. So it's really going downhill and it's turning into a war. But the Big Cats Initiative is a real solution to that. It's a short-term, immediate emergency program to fix it now. Because it's the present numbers. I mean, when Beverly and I were born, there were 450,000 lions and today there are 20,000. And so we've lost 95% of these lions in our lifetime, which means that they'll go extinct in the next 10 or 15 years unless we do something. So, you know, just personally in our lives and through the Big Cats Initiative, a couple of thousand, not nearly enough.
It's actually hard to judge, but because we've got projects right through Africa, and just adding on to what Dereck was saying about it's not one solution. And it's not one solution because we're dealing with countries that are vastly different. The ecosystem is vastly different, and so is the culture. And of course, the reasons of why we're losing them are vastly different. But I think what we need to understand is that all cultures are responsible right now for lions dying. And the reason why I say that is if you look at the West are responsible because we still believe in a blood sport, which is safari hunting. The East are responsible because they still believe that animal parts are giving them superpower, whether it's a libido, aphrodisiac, or whether it is about protecting them from cancer. And it's all been proven actually by science that it's all bogus. And so of course we are losing a huge amount of the animals through poaching that is feeding the East. And then of course we have in Africa we have poverty and also people that are living close by to these animals. And the only reason that they're not dying is because it's retaliation killing off. Often they have cattle that they're herding, and if a lion kills a cow, then they go and retaliate. And so, you know, that is probably the easiest to solve, but we really have to solve the West and the Eastern problem right now.
Well, indeed, out of the 20,000 lions, there are probably about 3,000 male lions. And those are the ones that have been targeted by safari hunters. And 80%.
So there's only 15% of the population that's male.
Much less actually. So yeah. So we've got so few males because that's the way the pride structure is. And we're still shooting them at a rate of 600 a year. And all of the safari hunting targets males. So you want a male lion. So in fact, 556 animals a year, male lions coming dead into the United States every year. So the United States citizens are largely responsible for shooting out the male lions. So, you know, we have to moderate that. We have to try and fix it. It's not a good idea to, when there are only 2,500, 3,000 lions, to just have open season on them and keep on shooting.
And I think the important thing is that we are being optimistic. And the reason why we're being optimistic is purely because we're looking for solutions. If we were being pessimistic and sitting back, I do believe that the steady decline, and we will end up by losing lions in Africa completely, as well as lions, leopards, and cheetah. And so the solutions that we're looking for is through the Big Cat Initiative, which we've had now since 2009. Through the Big Cat Initiative, since we've had through 2009, we have managed to give out over 1 million to grants. And those grants are going to individuals that are on the ground that are taking action. It's not all about science, it's about taking action right now. And action is in many ways education, creating awareness, helping communities live side by side with lions, whether it is building bomas so that at night time they're protected, or whether it is talking to governments to stop the poison